This isn't centered right. Hey guys, Sel here. It's already been a really long day. I've been here since about 11:30 and it is now 4:30. I'm actually running extremely late. I had to get everything set up and then I had to do my makeup, and then my friend Hannah came and we did some sponsorship videos. But yeah, I intended on starting this maybe like 2 hours ago. I guess we should get to it. So with Thanksgiving come and gone, it is now time for the winter holiday season. However you celebrate, if you even celebrate. Here I am thinking, okay, holiday fits. I have to do this every year. I go home and I see my parents and my family, so I have to pack an entire several days worth of these holiday fits, and I am just sick of it. I know this is what this video is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about holiday fitspo. I just hate it. There's like no creativity for me anymore. So I thought we would do something a little different today. We're going to have some fun and we're going to come up with holiday outfits that are family or work or date appropriate, except for one element. Just one teensy little one, because you know, you're supposed to go home and you're supposed to be normal. If you're watching my channel, I hate to break it to you, you're not normal. So why in the world would I make a normal holiday fit video? No, it's just not happening. We're gonna be a little bit weird, but just a little bit. The entire rest of the outfit is going to be absolutely spotless, be perfect, except for one item. And you know, if you're one of those people that has a really hard time with family or your hometown or anything for the holidays, this video is for you. I hope that you spice up your outfit just a little bit. They can't complain if it's just a little bit, right? You know the drill. First, we're gonna go through some colors, and then we're gonna go through some considerations, and we're gonna build 3 outfits from those. For the holidays, the colors are going to tend towards reds and greens, specifically darker. If you go too red, it starts looking a little cartoony. I guess if you're doing some sort of ugly sweater contest or you're an elementary school teacher, then yeah, the bright red is really good. I personally don't like it, so all of my stuff's going to tend towards the more muted or darker reds. Same thing for the greens. Greens are going to be more of like a deeper evergreen or maybe a darker olive if you really want to bring some of that warmth in. Blacks and browns, absolutely standard. Cool or warm toned, if either of them will work. And I know some people will also do white. In the past, I have done white. You can layer white with anything, and it's just a very good neutral in addition to the black and brown. But for these outfits, I really didn't want anything white. I wanted to kind of bring out more of those colors. I'm still feeling very dark academia witchy. Maybe it's because I live in Virginia and we like hardly ever get any snow. I don't know, it's just not really a thing that ends up happening much in my holiday wardrobe. For considerations, we kind of want something that's a little more fun, so I went with a lot of textures and funky patterns. If there was something that was a little more plain colored, I tried to get it in a very cool texture and vice versa. We're also looking for clothes that are either really heavy or they are thin enough and bodycon enough to be able to be layered under other things. Okay. Let me paint a picture here. You just got to a new job. You don't really know anyone. So when your boss says, I expect you to be at the office party on Friday evening, you're not really sure what to expect. Your last one was voluntary. No one expected you to be there. Everybody was, because, you know, why wouldn't you? It's free alcohol. But your boss expects you to be at the office party? Yeah, that's new. You go to your cubicle mate, let's say her name is Sarah, and you say, hey, what is this office party? And she goes, oh, that's right. you're new. Come to find out, it's at something like the Ritz-Carlton, and they've rented out a ballroom, and it's a open bar with cocktails. And they have the little like hors d'oeuvres on plates, and well, you weren't really expecting that. You immediately run home, you go to your closet, and you're thinking, I need something that I will, 1, look good in. 2, not cause a scandal in the office. 3, impress my boss. And 4, be able to get home okay afterwards. We're not gonna want those 5-inch high heels this time. Tip number 1, always own a velvet fit and flare dress. This is the perfect office party attire. It is classy, it's gorgeous, and it's really not that revealing. You know, I had to put a little, I don't know if you can see that. I had to put a little safety pin here, but it's fine. They don't need to know that. Ta-da! This dress is great. It's still one of my favorite purchases from ModCloth. I adore it. It's got this like gorgeous twirl to it that's not too ostentatious, so it doesn't, you know, flare out all the way up to your waist. It's got enough movement, it's light, but velvet is so warm, and it's just a great first layer or only layer. It's fantastic. It can stand on its own. Of course, we're not going to keep it on its own. We're going to add some other things to it, but honestly, like, you can wear it for Valentine's Day, the holidays, obviously, night out, nice date, dress it up, dress it down, however you want. From here, we're gonna wanna dress it up a little bit. Pretty much anything that I want to dress up, I add a belt to it. Nothing too flashy, just kind of draws the eyes down to the waist, very easily cinches it in. Even if it doesn't cinch in, it does look like it is. So here's the thing, you're going to have to walk in and out of the parking lot. At the same time, you don't really want to maybe get a jacket unless this hotel has a coat check. Maybe you just want to make a quick escape, so you kind of don't want to take your jacket off. So a blazer is something very similar to office wear, so it makes you look a little bit more professional. A lot of them are lined, which makes them warm. But if you get like a nice spring or summer or all season one, it's not too bad. It doesn't constrict anything. It just kind of acts as like a really nice like jacket. And in the case that you are getting a little bit warm, you can just take it off and drape it over your shoulders. Super simple. That way, no coat check, still gives you like a little bit of structure, a little bit of professionalism. It keeps you kind of warm, but not sweltering, and you can leave in a hurry. Next, of course, we're gonna need some shoes. So these are very basic black heels, very short heel, about 2 inches, right? They've got this like cute little buckle detail. You can find them anywhere, like a thrift store or anything like that. These are suede, so they have like a little bit of texture to kind of match the velvet on the dress. Just gives you like a tiny little bit of height. Oh no, now I'm like a little bit too tall for this. There we go, a little bit better. So there's like a little bit of room up there. Last but not least, jewelry. For jewelry, I decided to go for pearls with gold accents. Gold to kind of match the belt here. Pearls are just classy. They're old money gems, and you kind of can't go wrong with them. Just little cute wreaths. Kind of remind me of Christmas. If you want to give something that's a little more mature, this is perfect. If I want to put like a little clip or something, I can. One of my friends mentioned that they really liked some of my more cute looks, so I got this pearl headband to kind of add a little bit of pearl glam to my hair. It's giving old money, you think? Maybe it's a little too prim and proper for a work event, but oh well, I'm wearing plaid, so if that's not old money, I don't know what is. But so, you said that we were going to do something a little weird. You know what? You're right. Did I forget? No, I actually did not. I styled this entire outfit around this one weird part. So several years back on the Dior runway, I saw the coolest necklace and I knew that I just had to have it. But of course, I can't afford Dior. If you can afford Dior and you're watching my video, don't. Just buy Dior. Because I can't, I decided to make my own bloody pearl necklace. $30 actually. Just got some pearls off of Michael's, some little gem beads, added some paint. It's really just giving, I killed my husband, but you won't get to see me admit it. And there you have it, the finished look. Classy, but got a little personality in there. I mean, really, what can they complain about? If they ask about it, just say, oh, you know, it's based off of a runway look from Dior. All right, scenario time. Once again, you are back home and you've just seen your parents. They invited you out to dinner, you go out to dinner, and they say they have some really exciting news. They set you up for a blind date. Oh God, that was not where you thought that was gonna go. Okay, so you run into your suitcase. You know, this is a first date. You aren't really sure. The profile picture on Facebook is a little iffy on whether he's hot or not. You don't really want to give him this. Maybe the second date. But you were gonna go clubbing a little bit with your friends. You think that you've got something in your suitcase that you can maybe dress it down a little bit? So this is a Selkie dress. One of the cheaper ones, actually. I've been staring at this dress, I believe it's a Boylan dress, for a really long time. I just thought that was really cute. It's got kind of like a very tiered ruffle detail. Feels a little bit whimsical, but also just the black and the cut of the top feels very mature. So it's kind of this mix of, hey, I'm ready to party, and hey, I'm ready to party. That's just kind of the vibe, I think. If anything, you're on this date, you're gonna go have fun. It's supposed to be your winter break, right? Let's put it on. Okay. You kind of see what I mean? Like, it's pretty high, but also it just kind of covers everything. Yeah, I mean, this would be perfect for that first date vibe, and you know, if the date doesn't really go very well, then you just call your friends and you go to the club afterwards. But in the case that, you know, you want to do a little bit more floral, kind of like a little bit more cutesy, I also have this corset top. Super simple, it's really light, not even lined. You can just layer it on top. And when it's done and you want to go out that night, just follow it up and stick it in your purse. Kind of changes the silhouette a little bit. If you're like me and you don't like wearing the same outfit to 2 different events, this is a really easy way to change it up. Remember, we discussed this. You're watching my channel. You are weird. Let me introduce you to these ear cuffs. They are gorgeous, and from far away, it actually does look like you have pointed ears. But I mean, they're kind of rad. I mean, it kind of like change the shape of your earlobe. But from here, you don't even notice it. Even if you go like that, you just look like a normal ear cuff. They will never know. Until, of course, you sit down for dinner and you turn and you see them and they ask about them, and you know what? That's called an icebreaker, right? I don't know, I haven't been on a first date and I don't know, how long have we been together? Since 2018, right? 5 years. 5 years. I haven't been on a first date in 5 years. I don't know why you're here. This isn't a dating advice thing. Anyway, yeah, so here's the final outfit. Super simple, a little thrown together because, you know, you weren't really expecting to go on this blind date that your parents set you up for this holiday season. This is definitely a scenario that can definitely happen. It can happen. It's just, you know, its plausibility it's fine. All right, So let's go down the list, right? You've survived the office party, survived the random blind date that your parents threw you on. Guess what? It's Christmas now. Now you have to go to the family party. Let's face it, you're tired. It's been a really long year. And after the past few days of parties and blind dates, you're kind of over getting dressed up. But similar to my last video, you do have to look like you have your life together just a little bit. So we're gonna put together an outfit that is both comfy and put together enough to not draw questions. All right, similar to before, we want to be able to make a quick getaway, so we want something that's warm. Here I've got this knitted sweater. It's slightly oversized, but not quite, so it can still show that you definitely have not gained weight over this past few months, even though you might have. I know I have. But it's got this like nice, very homey feel to it. The machine knit part of it is altogether super simple. The color is more on the warm side, and even though it's plain, it still has that really nice textured weave on it. Give it a little bit more detail and interest than a normal green turtleneck. And for pants, stretchy waistline, because Christmas dinner is no joke. Pockets, so you can put your phone in. This micro weave on it that, again, gives it a little bit of interest, a little bit more pattern than the turtleneck, but not something that's actually going to draw any attention towards it. You don't really want to make any big splashes at the holiday party, at least not with my family. You kind of want to go in, eat your food, say hello to everybody, and then leave. Even though it's got this elastic waistline, it has a really nice cut to it. Looks very mature, at least in my opinion. Let's go put that on. So here you go. Something really warm, really nice. Honestly, it's like pretty classic for a family holiday, but it's just a little more elevated. There's a little more attention to detail, to the textures, to the fit of the piece. It's not skin tight, it's not oversized. It's kind of just very comfy. Now for shoes, I'm thinking not those heels, because at this point, if you're hoping for a white Christmas, you definitely don't be walking with those heels in snow. So let me go get something. Here we go. Apologize for them being a little dirty. I do wear them quite a bit. These are some boots from Zara. They're pretty heavy duty. They've got a tiny heel on them, but mostly they're very platformy. Like, again, similar to the heel, they have these little buckles on the side, a little bit of quilting on the heels to give them a little bit more interest. Honestly, again, they're very, very easy to find in thrift stores or something similar to that. There you go. So there you have it. Ready for Christmas Day or even Christmas Eve. Something simple, something easy to put on. Don't really have to think about it. Don't even really need too many jewelry or little accents or anything like that. It's actually kind of plain, but nice. I might actually wear this at Christmas. But wait, we were supposed to be weird, weren't we? How can you make this weird? It's a turtleneck, for Christ's sakes. It's missing like a little bit of red. Yeah, just a little bit.
For Satan is the name she goes by.
Okay, I've gotta go. I've stayed too long. My wife's here to pick me up. I was supposed to be done like an hour and a half ago. Anyway, like and subscribe and comment on your favorite outfit. And I hope that the holidays are just a little bit weirder for you. Bye.
Hurts like hell.